Together, this demographic is expected to grow 70% of the population by 2028. The U.S. federal government's fiscal year recently came to a close. The most recent data shows that $64 billion in federal grants flowed to almost 300 entities with an Austin, Texas address.
But that might be a bit misleading because Austin is a state capital and all but $1.6 billion flowed to state agencies. Adam Andrzejewski, the CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com, joins us now this morning with a look at those numbers.
Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Allison. Well, flow begets flow. There's a lot of money flowing out of Washington, D.C., right into the city of Austin, all of its businesses, governments, and private sector entities. And so if you break it down like the city of Austin on a per-person basis compared against other large towns in Texas, like, for instance, San Antonio, Austin's doing really well. If you even eliminate the federal funding into the state agencies, so just an apples to apples comparison, there's about $1,600 per person flowing into Austin entities versus $1,000 per person flowing into San Antonio entities, or $750 flowing into Dallas entities, and even less than that in Houston at less than $700. So Austin's doing really well on the flow of federal funding.
Adam, amongst the private sector receiving federal grants, who received the most and for what purpose?
Well, by far, Southwest Key, they're an organization that houses migrant children. About 99% of their revenues come from the federal government, and it's a massive amount of money. Last year, there was $750 million that flowed into that organization. And as you know, through 2019, the organization had some scandal with the founders having to resign from the organization. And according to news reports, they were under federal investigation. At that time, they had about $650 million of revenue. That's escalated up to $750 million today, as the border problem has only gotten worse. You've got a good story right there in Austin as well. You've got the former company named the Urban Mining Company. It's now Novion, and they're funded by the Department of Defense. They have this really good technology. They're recycling batteries like in your cell phone and removing the rare earth materials. They're creating batteries that are even more powerful than the original battery through the recycled materials. And this goes to national defense, national readiness, and the ability to stand up to China, who right now has 93% of that market. So they were funded last year with $7 million. On their website, they say DOD has put $35 million into them. And this is a great local technology story.
So, Adam, how does this impact our viewers that are watching at home?
We need to be able to follow the money because remember, Allison, it's your money. These are federal dollars, my money, your money, into all these different entities locally. So in this segment, we help people follow the money to hold not only governments, but also private sector entities accountable for the receipt of our tax dollars.
All right, Adam, thank you so much for joining us. That was Adam Andrzejewski, the CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com.